So I was talking with my lifting partner Jacob today at the gym, and he asked me an interesting question. He said, "Evan, I always hear a lot of my colleagues and people talking about, the fire movement and wanting to retire early. So, how many people do you actually have reaching out to do that?" And what I told him was like, we get a lot of people that reach out and think that's what they want. But part of our job as financial advisor is to kind of help them work through what they really want behind that. Because what's the goal? It's not just to make as many dollars as you want. At the end of the day, they're just paper. What we really have to figure out is, what do we want that money to get us? And for most people, it's something like security. I don't want to have to worry about paying my bills. I don't want to have to worry about if I get laid off. I don't want to have to worry about if I finally get mad and tell my boss off, what's going to happen. And so a lot of times in talking with people around that, we find they don't really want to quit their jobs. A lot of times what it is they just want to have that feeling of freedom to know that they've got choices. Whether those choices are to quit their job, whether it's to, you know, start up a dream hobby that they've always wanted to do or run their own business. Um, or maybe they love the work that they're in, but again, they don't want to have to worry about layoffs or things like that. And so I think what is missing from a lot of the discussion in uh, the fire community and things around that is, do I have to quit? Why not just work on getting to a point where I'm financially independent? And as we talked about it, what I kind of realize is that it should really be a goal that everybody has, right? Everybody should be working towards getting that point where they're financially independent. They don't have to quit their job. But when we become more financially independent, then we're not worried about layoffs. We're free to have less stress because we're not worried about how we're going to get the bills paid or send the kids to college or things like that. We are free to have better relationships. The number one cause of divorce is fighting about money. If you're financially independent, you've got enough wealth, a lot of those fights go out the window and they don't matter anymore. Okay. And so, you know, I think that's a discussion we should start having with our colleagues, our friends, our family. How are we getting to that financial independence? Have we set that as a goal? And is that something we should do for our families, for ourselves, to get rid of that stress, to open ourselves up to those better relationships and helping people? Because it also frees us up to be able to help those around us, right? If I'm not worried about making, this month's debt payments, really the next, bill payments for the next 6 months, a year, I'm much more able to then help the people in my community. I'm much more likely to donate not just money, but also my time away from work to help make those places better. And so I think we need to have a real kind of discussion around, should we be moving to being more financially independent, moving away from maybe all that consumerism that we're faced with on a daily basis, and what steps can we take to start to get there? So I'd love to hear back from all of you. Here's some ideas on what being financially independent means to you. What are some of the things that you could do if you were financially independent? And how would you live your life differently if you didn't have to worry about those bills?